Do you think at this age I still have to like to call myself like do I really deserve that name, like to be calling myself a young widow and everything? Do I really deserve that name? Is it like is it fine like to be calling yourself a young widow and everything? I know I don't think it's a good idea. So I'm not a young widow anymore. Yeah, I'm just a mom. I'm just a single mom. I'm just a wonderful man, a hardworking man. Did I say man? I love the man that I'm becoming. I love the man that I'm. Oh my god. So guys, how are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome back to this channel. So my name is Brenda and this is Reality with Brenda, where we keep life real and honest. If you're watching me for the first time, please feel welcomed and feel love, and please subscribe to this channel because this is where we give unfiltered contents, true life stories, positive vibes, cooking, cleaning, and etc. So if you are looking for something what I've mentioned, then you are in the right place. So consider subscribing and click that bell so that you will be notified when we upload another video. If you are my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. And so guys, without forgetting them, cheers for 200 subscribers. Yeah, because I believe before the end of this week will be 200 subscribers. So cheers for many more. So today is another beautiful day with another beautiful video and another beautiful conversation. Guys, stay tuned and like this video as you continue watching. So let me talk about as single moms. You understand? As single moms, the only problem that we have with our lovely men, guys, you know, a single mom. I don't know if you are a single mom, then you can relate with my story, and I know you are going to relate with this story. So you know, there's nothing like can pressure a single mom like getting married and all of a sudden that man wants to have his own kid. There's nothing like, you know, as single moms we are like we want like to once we get we get married with another person which is not like the father to our kids. We want like to maybe to stay there at least to like to, you know, we're still learning, and you don't want to repeat the same mistake that we did, of which I didn't do any mistake, you know, but I'm talking on behalf of people who are married and they separated with their partners, you know. So mine is different because, you know, my person was very good. He was a hardworking man. He was a very loving father to our kid, and yeah, so I won't like complain on my, you know, my side. So I want to talk about other because my person is not here right now, so I can relate with their stories and I know what they want. I know what we want as single mothers. So what a single mother wants to, like once they get married to another person, what all they want is like to stay there, like to raise this kid, their own kid first, so that, you know, as we still continue like to interact. You know one thing about a marriage, once you get married to when you have your kid and you get married to someone who's not like who does not have a kid and everything, once you give birth to their kid, 99% of those men will, you know, will not love your kid anymore, will just focus on concentrate with their kids. They will now be avoiding yours. So once one thing I'd advise you men and you we single mom out there is once you get married, please get to know each other and get to like to interact with this kid as a man. Get used to this kid, like a bond, you know, that create your bond with this kid, so that when your own kid arrives, like you will not feel like you're not connected to this one, you know. Once you are connected with this kid, you know, even when your own blood comes, you will still feel like, you know, you've been like, you know, you have been used to this kid. You do not feel like there's any difference, you know. People have been like, yeah, you will be connected to this kid and you will love him or her like you love your own. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you give birth, like as soon as you enter into marriage and you are a single mom, or your wife has a kid and you're not connected to that kid, this kid is not, it's going to be like a stranger in this family. Because you don't know her behaviors or his behaviors, you are not used to him, you're not used to her, you don't know what he likes and what his dislikes and his life, you know. So it's good like to don't pressure your wife, because this is what we fear as women, as single moms. This is what we fear, that when you get married and that person wants to like you to give birth to his kid, that's a trap, guys. 99% of those you know, of those men who really like want, it's a trap, guys. I've been seeing things, I've been like talking to people, I've been interacting with people the same issues. And so I have this friend of mine, you know, this friend of mine, like I think she went too far and she went too fast. You know, she got married to she has 3 kids. She got married with someone who does not have kids. Immediately she started now giving birth to his kid, you know. So right as we speak now, the marriage is not like the marriage is still new. I think if it's very like it's maybe 4 years old, that marriage is 4 years old, and she's now like she's now expecting another kid, you know, the second born to this man. Men can be men can pretend at first. Once they have noticed like, that you have given birth to them, you know, most men, not all of them, most men will pretend to be good at first. They will love you, they will love your kid, but once you've given birth, maybe their plan is to have like maybe 2 or 3 kids. Once you've given them whatever they want, they will now start like showing you their true colors. And once you leave this marriage, you know, even when you leave this marriage, this man will be sure that you have his, you know, he's happy, because you know, even if he doesn't get a wife and even he doesn't get married, maybe in the future, he knows that he has 2 kids somewhere, 3 kids somewhere. So you know, you are a loser now, because you are raising a kid that, you know, you thought maybe you wanted your kids to like to be in a family of, you know, both parents, but now because you rushed things without like knowing this man very well. That man is like, you understand, never trust a man who is always like pushing things, like who's doing things like really fast, you know. You don't even know this man, you've just said yes to him, and he want to take you to don't he want to take you to his parents or to his people, and it's only 1 month since you met this man. Like he's like doing things like really fast. So fear those men. Those men are like, they are dangerous. They are very threatened. They are very threatened in this society, because I don't believe that a man can meet you he doesn't want like to know what happened between you and your ex and everything. You have your kids, but he just want like you to just meet you like 1 month ago, and he wants to take you to his people. He wants to like to, he's asking you to like to give him his own kid, and you are just, men can really you know, play with your mind if you are not wise enough. Well, the only problem that is making me, that is let me now talk on my behalf. Let me talk for myself, you know. So the only thing that is keeping me like to stay single and everything, because no man, absolutely no man has ever asked me that. Maybe a friend, but no man who is let me say, who is interested with me has ever asked me, how is your daughter? And guys, you know, anyone who does not ask about my whereabout, the whereabout of my daughter, I'm not going with that man. I'm not. It's not pride, but it's just like, you know, I'm just like, you know what I want. Everyone knows what they want, and you can't make people happy and you forget yourself, So any man, what I said is any man that will be interested in me and who will be now asking me, how is your daughter? How is she doing? Something like, if you don't ask me something like that, then I'm not going with you anywhere, guys. It's not right. It's just that what I've settled in my mind, and I have made my mind that any man who does not ask me the whereabouts of my daughter, and but then I tell myself this thing over and over, that once I get money, guys, let me not lie to you guys, let me just be real. Let me first sip this. Let me just be real with you guys. Once I get money, once my daughter is like living her life in to the fullest, he's not like me. Because let me tell you one thing, ever since my partner died, he died when my daughter was turning 2 years, till now, nobody has ever, no man has ever like said, like give me, like has never stand in the gap of like, let me say, act like a father to my daughter, like saying that this take this 2,000 shillings, go and pay for your daughter's school fees. Take this. No, man, I've been all by myself. I don't complain, So that's what I'm saying. Once I get money and make my daughter be living like, and I make sure my daughter is living like her very best life. I'm not going like to. I'm not even thinking of. I don't know if I'll change my mind later, but I'm not thinking of getting married again. Just like I just want to be like, maybe to enjoy life, not in a bad way. Maybe to have like, I can have a boyfriend, but everyone says kila mtu akae kwake jamani, kila mtu akae kwa nyumba yake. So everyone is staying in their own house. Yeah, because sometimes I just fear for my daughter. I don't know. The way, I don't know if someone can love him or no, can love her the way her father could have loved. It's very hard, because once you get married, you don't know if when you are with this person you'll be mistreating your daughter. You're not sure about that. So that's what I'm scared of. But I just live. I will not date for my daughter. I just date for myself. I don't I'm not looking for a father to my daughter, or I'm not looking for a father for my daughter. I'm just looking for my partner, and my daughter will be happy, because at that moment she will be aware of her dad's demise and everything. She will now be understanding things. Even if she doesn't understand things, but I make sure that she's living she's not feeling any like there's something is missing in her life and everything. So that's what I'm planning to do with my life, because I don't trust men. Men can really play with your mind. I've been seeing this thing, guys. Let me tell you one thing. Men who are pretending to be interested with me, they will come. They will shoot their shot and everything. So after maybe I've turned them down, 2 days later they'll be posting their wives. My beautiful family, etc. You men, a thunder go strike you, because how? You just told me that you want me, and after misunderstanding and everything, we're still knowing each other, and they are posting your family, your son, maybe your daughter, your wife, and my everything. Oh my God! So marriage has marriage is carrying a lot of everything that is happening in marriage. Guys, if you are if you are a single mother there and you don't have the strength to carry so many things, just don't think about marriage. just stay the way you are, like just raise your kids. And but marriage, if you are a single mom and you don't have like that energy, that don't go there. It doesn't need like someone who is weak. You will lose your focus, you will lose yourself, you will lose control. So just be. Or guys, what do you advise like single moms who you know, who are like, who are raising their kid, and who are in a relationship or in a pressure of their partner wants their own kid? What would you advise them in this situation? What would you advise? What is your advice on to those women who are single moms and they are getting married, or they are already married and they are receiving, like they are having this pressure, they are being pressured to like to give birth to their spouses, like, you know, their husbands own kids? What would you advise them? Would you advise them to like to give birth to immediately after they enter into marriage, or they should stay a little longer, or sometimes to like to create the bond between the father, the stepdad, and their kid? What would you advise them, guys? Please tell us on the comment section. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for the support. We are road to 1,000 subscribers without forgetting that. So thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram account. That is Brenda Brie Official. So till next time, bye.